Hello everybody, John Gregory here with Theme Park Tribune again with another Disneyland area hotel room tour. This is the Marriott Anaheim, right over by the Anaheim Convention Center. I stayed here one night on a hot hot rate deal that with tax included cost $201 in July 2021, and I'll give you my thoughts on the room and a little tour around it. So coming into the entryway here, it's pretty clear that this is like a modern convention hotel style room. There are no carpets, trying for these kind of upscale, I guess would be the right term, and like sort of hipper accents everywhere. And that's kind of the vibe I got from this room from the get-go. So coming into the entryway, you have your little coffee area right over to your left. The closet with the usual stuff, hangers, dryer, ironing board, safe, actually some storage in the closet, which is not always the case. And then you turn right into the bathroom, which has a very interesting flushing toilet. This thing is like a waterfall when it's going off, but I guess it does the job, and it has some seal saying it's EPA. It meets EPA criteria, so maybe I shouldn't be making fun of it. Over here into the shower, so just a stand-up shower in here, not a tub. This shower kind of looks better than it ends up being. You can tell I used it very recently. As always, I like to actually stay in the room before I review it and give you a tour of it. It looks like it's going to be like almost a rainfall sort of setup. It's not the greatest, even with that. It doesn't steam up that well, and it's not getting any sort of huge water pressure, so I don't think this is some great shower. It just kind of looks that way. The wand feature is nice, but you can't have both going at once. You press that button down there below the handle, and it switches over to that one, and it'll come out a little cold when you first try it. Huge mirror, that is a plus. Really well lit. A little storage underneath. Otherwise, nothing too spectacular in the bathroom. Coming out into the main living area, you have your thermostat on your left. It doesn't get all that chilled in here. If you're a guy or a gal or anyone else like just who wants a really chilled room, like I do, it didn't get that cold in here. The vent for the air conditioning and heating is over there, and it just kind of doesn't filter into the room, I think because of the lack of carpet. Which is another reason I don't like that hotels are getting rid of carpet, especially when they're fancier. I feel like just spend the money to actually do it right and clean the carpeting every once in a while. You have a chair over here in the corner, a light above it. So, little tiny seating area. Pretty much luggage storage here, although you can just sit on this bench. Another full-length mirror over here. Pretty good. A workspace area. There are, because this is a modern convention hotel sort of style here, there are USB plugs all over the place. There's 2 in this light here. 2 right below the TV. 4 in the middle, including 2 in the alarm clock, which would usually be the way that the hotels like kind of institute that before they get around to installing them in the wall, so they have both. But none on the sides of the beds. So if you're sharing the bed with someone and you're used to having your own nightstand at home, you're going to be without. Here, they do have plugs though, so at least you'll have your phone somewhat nearby. And if you're sleeping on this side, just put it on that chair. Big TV, also a smart TV. Like the first thing that pops up is options to sign into all your streaming services. That's great. Can't beat that really. I think it's another modern take sort of thing. The beds were okay. These pillows are pretty horrible. The beds are firm, comfortable for the most part, but these pillows were kind of a bummer to have to sleep on, and I didn't get the greatest sleep. I've had better and cheaper hotels. And then you can see over the wall, again, the modern touches. That sort of thing is just all over the place. There is a balcony for this room. I didn't pay any extra for this. And, you know, I'm glad I didn't, because I have a lovely view of HVAC Central here. Can you even hear me? It's so loud. I haven't spent any time out there at all, because that's not exactly the greatest view or anything special. So, a few quick thoughts here. I don't love the room. I don't like these get rid of carpets, make everything super modern sort of takes. Not the most comfortable beds because of the pillows. And the shower is kind of like not as nice as it looks. Because you're over by the Anaheim Convention Center, I think this is about the limit of where most people would be willing to walk. It might even be further than most people want to walk when you're traveling to Disneyland. And it's not really designed for Disneyland attending families. Like, it's not catering to that crowd. This is for people going to conventions. And while the hotel has some really cool amenities, it has one of the better pool areas that you could find in the Anaheim Resort area, which is saying something, or actually not really saying something, because so many of these have tiny pools that are like kind of just checking a box. This one has a real substantial pool area. It has a restaurant, it has a bar, it actually has multiple quick service dining options too. Because of all the convention space, it needs places to handle those people. So it has some of those amenities outside of the rooms. I just don't think it's necessarily catering to the people who are trying to stay here to go to Disneyland. So maybe for couples, adult couples, solo travelers like myself, this might be a decent option because it's closer to the parks, it's kind of upscale. You're still probably paying less than you would be for like a Best Western right outside the entrance and getting some nicer amenities for it. But for families, I don't think I'd recommend this. This just isn't catering to that crowd enough for me to say, you know, for families going to Disneyland to stay here. So those are my thoughts on the Marriott Anaheim. Catch you next time, everybody.